I actually ran a campaign last year, and social media was a huge part of that. And so what we found was, again, it reached a different demographic that's usually not engaged. So I ran a campaign as a 24-year-old in the city of Vancouver. There's a whole demographic that, again, isn't usually engaged. But if you actually make them find a reason for it, you can have a great impact like Cortez did in New York or Bernie Sanders and so on and so forth.
Digital democracy means to me a new form of canvassing, a new way of engaging and educating people.
I feel like politics is quite difficult to reach the youth, and digital democracy helps achieve that.
I think it means access to democracy for everybody.
Digital democracy, I think that's huge, especially today, where a lot of what we're focused on is technology, and technology is advancing. So it's really important to have your voice heard through social media platforms, and actually acknowledging that we are moving towards a very technology-based society.
Technologies that shape our public sphere, how we get information, how we share information, how that information is used in our economy and is used in our democracy, for us to participate actively in our democracy.
If you look at countries in the global south, if you think about the revolutions in Egypt, social media was an important tool. It was what the general people, the general population used to get the message out there. It's what they used to organize. It's what they used to show what was happening to them. So it completely can help democracy, right?
For me, again, it's about access. I think that we are operating inside a digital ecosystem where we don't have democracy, where we have corporate monopolies that are based in Silicon Valley for the most part, who are controlling our digital lives or our digital experiences. So for me, digital democracy would be undoing that and making digital properties or digital places common and public and transparent so that they're not owned by certain corporations.
I think there is a legitimate crisis of trust in our integrity in our technology sector right now. This has to do with how companies are managed and operated on one side, but the flip of it is the effect that the companies are having on the integrity of information in our democracy itself. And that is also creating a crisis, not just in do we trust these companies and how they're operating and how the effect they're having on our lives, but do we trust the information in our democracy at all?